In this video, I'm going to go through the top 8 metrics you need to understand for your e-commerce store. Let's get into it. Hey guys, Sam here from Ecommerce.com, and today we're talking about metrics. Metrics give us some awesome data we can use to understand and optimize our ads for our e-commerce store. The first one we have is conversions. For e-commerce, this means the number of orders. If you have 10 different orders for your product, this would result in 10 conversions. Conversions can also mean other things like email signups and stuff like that, but to keep things simple for your e-commerce store, let's just think orders equal conversions. Okay, the next one we have is revenue. This is also known as conversion value. This means how much our campaign has made in sales. This means we're running a campaign that's generating, say, $1,000 in sales. This means the conversion value is $1,000. Okay, the next one, cost. This means how much we actually spent on our campaigns on Google, Facebook, Bing. These platforms charge us to generate traffic, and cost tells us how much we actually paid for that traffic. Okay, this leads to the next one, CPC, or cost per click. This relates to cost and shows you how much you're actually paying per click on your ad. It's calculated by cost divided by clicks. This can tell you how competitive your space and your niche is. If your CPC, cost per click, is very low, it can mean that your ads and your quality score are just awesome. But it can also mean that there's very little competition and no one else is bidding on those keywords. Remember that not all clicks here are created equal. I talk about this quite a lot in my videos, but what it means is that just because you're getting a lot of clicks, that doesn't mean it's a good thing. We want clicks that actually convert into sales. There's no point having 1 million clicks if no one even buys anything from your store. So just keep this in mind, guys. The next one is cost per acquisition, CPA, or cost per conversion. This tells us the average amount we're paying in ad spend or cost per conversion per order. It's calculated by just getting conversions divided by cost. This is a pretty good metric because it allows us to see how much each new customer costs us to acquire, and we can make sure that this is a profitable amount. Okay guys, the next one is average order value. This is a really awesome metric, guys, because it tells us on average how much in sales we're getting per order. You'll often see that this amount varies between campaigns, keywords, products, ads, and the reason is because people buy different products. I've actually made a full video on how to calculate your average order value and even all these tips on how to improve it. So go check that out. I'll leave a link in the description. It's calculated as sales divided by the number of conversions. Okay guys, let's now get into some juicy stuff. ROAS, return on ad spend. This is a beautiful metric, guys. This tells us for every $1 in ad spend, how much do we get back in sales? So if we spend $100 on our ads and we get $500 in sales, that means our ROAS, return on ad spend, is 5. It's a very easy formula, just sales divided by cost. This is a fantastic metric for comparing our campaigns and making sure that what we're doing is actually profitable. To calculate your break-even ROAS, which means the minimum ROAS you need to be profitable, the absolute minimum, you just get the formula 1 divided by your profit margin. For example, 1 divided by 30% profit margin results in a break-even ROAS of 3.33. So as long as your campaigns generate 3.33 in ROAS, you're gonna be break-even or profitable. Anything above that is gravy. So how do you calculate your profit margin? Well, I have a full video on how to do this. I give you a template and walk you through it step by step. I'll put a link in the description, so go check out that video after this one. Okay guys, that brings me to profit generated. This metric is so important, guys. Profit generated tells you how much profit you actually made. It's what we really care about. We care about at the end of the month, after we've got all our sales, we've paid all our expenses, how much profit do we actually have in our bank account? What I love to do is create a custom column in Google Ads that tells me exactly how much profit I generated from that account, that campaign, keyword, ad group, right there in the account. It's super easy. Let me jump into my computer right now and I'm gonna show you how I do it. Hey guys, we're now in my computer and we're gonna set up the custom columns for profit generated. So I'm here just on the campaign level with my campaigns. I'm gonna go to columns and then modify columns. And then here in custom columns, this is where we can add in a column that has the data that we want to add in. That's our own data, basically. Now, you have all these other columns here. You've probably seen this before, where you can add all this other important information in. That's all great and really important stuff there, but we care about what's down here. So let me close these up for now, and let's go down here, and I'm going to create a new column, and it's going to be called profit generated. So follow along as I do this here, and we're going to make a little formula here using the Google metrics and our profit margin. So we're going to get conversions, conversion value, multiplied by, and I'm going to put in my profit margin. So I'm going to put in 30%, and then minus the performance cost. So conversion value times by my profit margin as a decimal, 30%, minus cost. And these are in brackets. That's really important there. That's the formula. And once I save that, and I'm going to make sure it's selected, and then now it's going to show up as $41,000. Let me just add a quick thing in really quickly. What I like to do is make sure I set this to money. So then it's going to show it as an actual currency. It's not a big deal, but I just like it because it just looks a bit nicer. And then when I click apply, $41,000 in profit generated for this campaign. So that's awesome. So now I can actually see the profit generated right there. And then you can when you go into any part of the actual campaigns, enable the custom column here of profit generated, and you'll be able to see on the campaign level, the keyword level, the ad group ad level, everything, you can see the actual profit generated. Unfortunately, with Google Shopping campaigns, it won't actually let you show custom columns when you're inside the actual campaign. So what you can do is download it as a spreadsheet and then run that column yourself. You know, it really depends. It's up to you, but you can use the return on ad spend, conversion value divided by cost. But apart from that, you're gonna have to download it as a spreadsheet. But something else that's really, really cool, another custom column that I like to add is called average profit per conversion. Okay, so it's similar to average order value, but it actually tells you how much profit you actually get from each customer. Okay, so let's put this in. So average profit per conversion. And this is going to be the exact same formula. So conversion value multiply by the actual profit margin minus the cost. So do this first. So now we have the formula in here, but I'm going to add these brackets to make it into one thing and then divide that by the number of conversions. So once we have that, let me go back in and change this to currency as well, and I'll explain it a bit better because I went really fast there. So yes, let me change it to money. So this gets the total profit generated and then divides it by the number of orders, which means the average profit per conversion. So save that. And then let's unhide that once we can. So yep, that's there. And now we'll see $11.19. So on average for this campaign, we've had a lot of conversions here, and on average, it makes $11.19 in profit, which is absolutely fantastic. Anyway, guys, that's how you show the custom columns for profit generated and average profit per conversion. Okay, guys, that's it for the metrics for our e-commerce store. If this video was helpful to you guys, please give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, if you have any questions at all, just leave them in the comments below. I'll try my best to answer them as quick as I can. Also, guys, if you want to learn more about growing your e-com store, consider subscribing. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.